Hey, what's up, traders? To watch this video here for Monday, December 9th. SPY right back up near all-time highs. Before I go into what I'm going to be watching on Monday, I have to share this one thing. Wayne, or at Daytrader Wayne on Twitter, did it again. 3 days in a row, I've watched him make more than $10 a share on intraday trades in cash every night. The call on ULTA right there over that opening red 1 minute candle, it topped out at exactly 257. He called it through that over 257. And then I saw him sell some for 267. I'm not talking full positions, but he scales out just like we teach in our course. But he's managed to hold some shares 3 days in a row and get a sell for at least $10 a share on some shares 3 days in a row. I'm blown away. His discipline, consistency, patience, it is awe-inspiring. All right, so anyway, I'll keep Ulta up on the list or up on the chart here because I'll just start the watch list with that. I definitely, nice volume, nice breakout of this, kind of got this island down here, tried to break up into the gap a little bit. But anyway, a strong day on earnings for ULTA. Closing well off its highs though, but we definitely want to watch it on Monday. SAEX had a very strong close. Now, the reason I like this is because it's one of those stocks that had a gap up and got decimated, right? Usually these just bleed lower and you don't see or hear from them again for at least several months because you got so many longs trapped bag holders, if you prefer that term. And then it did this attempted spike and slapped back down again, probably bringing in more shorts. And now you got a pretty darn strong close eating into this red candle from a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. And a strong close. So this one has the potential to squeeze this week, so I definitely want to keep an eye on that. Big Lots, which is BIG, massive volume and a very strong close. We're going to look for a continuation day in that one. CLVS, I put in a narrow green day after, it's a really strong stock, then like a 4 or 3 day pullback, I think, and now trying to turn back up. It's kind of interesting through 10 if that happens on Monday, because it topped out at 10.25. It gets back up to 10. And can push through that whole number. We might make a run at that 10.25 and continue the bounce. I wish this were a little stronger because it had such a big move. I would have preferred, less of a pullback, if you will. But you could argue it just barely pierced the 20-day, right? And now it's kind of holding that area. So it certainly could be worth watching for a potential long. ISEE did an offering and got hit in after hours Thursday night. The next thing you know, it's gapping up on Friday and topped out at exactly a half number, 450. It's certainly interesting over that. You might have some shorts caught. That's kind of what happened with that KOD the other day. I'll show you the chart. KOD, you had an offering, I think, here, and then the next day it ripped. That was one of those days Wayne got like $13 a share on some. But anyway, so a lot of times if you get an offering that sucks in some shorts, and if it does show strength, you can get a nice trade in it on the long side. So ISEE perhaps over 450 if we get a proper intraday setup and everything looks good, level 2 eyes and all that stuff, right? BIMI, huge move back here. It attempted a secondary move, sorry about that, back here. It went from 291 to 455 and gave it all back. Again, that's that look that it's probably done for a long time, and next thing you know, it's curling back up. Reminds me a little bit, but not to the same extent as that SAEX chart I just showed you. So I do want to watch this for potential long. Let's see, SRNE, really strong move, pullback, another strong move, 2 day pullback, and turned right back up on Friday. Going to watch and see if that can continue going higher. NVAX, well, I had it on watch coming into Friday, no trigger in it, no trade, another red day, but it did just touch the 20 day. This was a really nice move from here to here, and now it's kind of bled lower on lower volume and hit the 20 day. So there was no setups in it, no triggers in it on Friday, but it will go back on bounce watch for another day. We'll see. GLMD, really nice move. Let me pan out a little bit here. Always like to try to look at charts the same. From 450 to almost 750 in about 3 sessions. A 2 day pullback, nice bottoming tail on Friday. So we're going to watch that one for potential long. And lastly, ALLK. Had this massive move, 2 days lower on declining volume. Pretty good setup for a turn back up on Monday. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll add gappers to this list on Monday as well, and we'll see y'all in chat on Monday morning. Have a great Sunday.